I know I'm supposed to be telling stories for pro audio stuff, but this is kind of, I've been bombarded by these videos on YouTube about this new SSL Revival 4000, which is a channel strip from the 4000 series console. And it's everybody. I've seen so many videos of this thing. Even the ones I haven't seen, I just keep getting bombarded with new ones. So it seemed like everything was coordinated to, happen at one certain date and get released. And the thing is, it's a lot for the money. You look at the de-esser compressor, it has a gate, it has filters, an EQ, and you can switch between the black and the brown EQ. So a lot that you're getting for $2,000. Uh, and I was looking at it, I go, well, I wonder, because I haven't looked lately. And I said, I wonder what Neve, they have this one called the 8801, and that thing is like $3,700. And then I was looking at some other companies like the Rupert Neve stuff, and that's like $4,000 for something that's comparable to this. They don't have the exact same, but I mean, as far as a channel strip that has the dynamics, EQ, and the mic pre all inside of it. The Neve unit actually has recall capabilities, which is kind of interesting and an option for a digital card. But this SSL one for $2,000 is an incredible deal. But because I'm a pro audio sales guy, that's what I did or I'm doing, is I look at things from a different point of view and go, why would SSL come out with something that's a home run for such a low price? And because they probably went to Sweetwater and went to Vintage King and all the the big companies and said, okay, here's what we're going to be coming out with. What do you think? And those guys are probably jumping up and down. He said, oh, we could sell it easy for about $4,000. I said, what if we did it for $2,000? And then they just made them go completely crazy. And they said, okay, how many do you think you can sell? And whatever the number they came up with, if they said, well, we could sell 1,000 in the first month, they said, okay, give us an opening order of 2,000 and prepay it. And then they squeeze up, for the money. And it's, to me, it looks like SSL needs money quickly. I could be totally off base, and this is just my opinion, but when you see a company come out with a home run that's guaranteed to sell for a lot more money than what they're asking for, you wonder what's going on in the background. Now, they came out with that Oracle or Origin, I don't know what it's called, that digital recall console that I don't think it's going to sell that well. But that's just, again, my opinion. But the bottom line with that stuff is there's a lot of R&D that goes into it. There's a lot of money that goes up front to create these kind of things. So maybe they needed money quickly for that, or in general, the whole line is just not doing as good as it used to. And this is not just SSL; it's the whole pro audio community. We're not seeing the big recording studios being built like they used to be. So this is, and I can't be the only one who's thinking this. Why are they coming out with something so good for so cheap? I mean, I'm expecting it to sound just as good as any SSL product should sound, but I know there's going to be comparisons out there where they're going to compare it to the console and to the channel strip and see what if there's any differences there, because there's sometimes what did they say? They had said the 6,000 the 6 that they have is supposed to be the same mic pre as the console, and remember I think Maple Leaf Studios did a comparison. They said no, it's a totally different sound. So this is just me rambling on about, this is a great deal for most people, and if it sounds great, and it probably will, for $2,000 to get a channel strip with all those capabilities, that's a pretty good deal. I even looked at the Avalon, the 737. I didn't realize they're selling in the $3,000 range. So this is cheaper than an Avalon unit. So there you go. My 2 cents, my commentary. Maybe I'm off base, but I don't think so.